fish and chips and boxing. Those are at least three of the passions of a person behind a new food truck, initially closed by the pandemic just weeks after it opened. Well, now he's back for round two. Brian Grant is co-owner of Catchweight Fish and Chips, and he's a boxing instructor as well. Brian, hello there.
Hi, how you doing?
I am doing well. First of all, this is our first Our Vancouver segment from a food truck, and first with a mask on. So I'm glad you're adhering to safety precautions and those kinds of things. What's the story behind the name Catchweight?
That's a great question, Gloria. So catchweight is actually a term that's used in boxing or in fighting or in MMA, where you get a weight that's between two different fighters and they fight in a catchweight fight. So we thought that was kind of appropriate with my boxing background, as well, referring to the catch weight of the fish that we get. So we are using a local fish called hake, and we're doing all sorts of fun stuff with that.
Okay, well, how did you get hooked, so to speak, by both boxing and food, fish and chips?
That's a really good question, too. So I've been involved in the hospitality industry for most of my life since I was a kid, about 13, 14 years old. I also then trained boxing and boxed amateur here in British Columbia. So as a person from the hospitality background, involved with Resurrection Spirits, the distillery, we kind of combined the hospitality as well as then the boxing sort of concept and came up with the idea for Catchweight.
Okay, so what have you got on the menu there in the food truck?
That is a good question, Deuce. We got all sorts of fun stuff. So today we're actually going to be showing you our three-piece fish and chips, as well as our fish sando. You can check these out, get a little close-up of those guys there. And then we're going to be making a fish taco as well for you. We do have some additional food items. We've got an albacore tuna banh mi sandwich, a tostada, and some other fun stuff too.
Oh, no, just tell me, before you go any further, let's just go back in on the fish and chips there. What's your approach to fish and chips? Because everybody's got their own style.
So that's a really good question too. We've partnered up with Doug Stevens from Down Low Chicken, and I don't know if you know anything about fried chicken in Vancouver, but that's, I think, pretty much the best. Yeah. Fried chicken out there. And so what Doug has done is he's gone around and put together a recipe from different places he tried in Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver to come up with this recipe that's his best version of fish and chips. So we are using hake, which differs a little bit from the usual cod and or halibut that's used. It is a sustainable and ocean-wise fish that we've had a great success with deep frying and turning into these products. Oh,
my mouth is watering. You got malt, vinegar, and salt on hand there as well for the chips?
We sure do, definitely. Malt vinegar is a must, and also a house-made tartar sauce as well.
Oh, sounds amazing. That's what I miss about not having our chefs in studio with us, for sure. Okay, why don't you show us how you take us through the assembly of the taco there?
Yeah, Deuce, you ready to set up a taco here?
Oh, yes, I am.
Awesome, man. Let's do this, okay?
Let's do it. Your traditional Baja-style taco. We have our 6-inch tortilla that's flour, and we have nice cabbage that's been shredded very thin, and we have our house cumin vinaigrette that goes into our slot to give it a little less bite of the cabbage. We would give it a nice mix.
Oh, so you don't let the
slot let that sit aside for a second.
Okay,
let that marinade do the work for a minute. And then we have this nice chipotle sauce that we go straight onto the bottom of the tortilla.
Sauce first, okay.
Yeah, sauce first.
And we have, when the cabbage is ready to go, we get a handful right on top, just like this.
That's going to give it a kick. And a crunch.
That little crunch, too, for sure.
Right. Yeah. Always. And we have our perfectly fried Pacific hake.
Oh.
Nice and golden brown.
Oh, so one chunk as opposed to little pieces.
And now
it's a good-sized chunk of fish there, for sure.
Yeah, we have our house-made pico.
So it's the house-made pico de gallo?
Yes.
Oh, I see, the salsa kind of stuff. Okay. Fresh tomatoes and onions and cilantro, that kind of thing?
Yep, you got it, yep. Beautiful.
Awesome sauce. That looks absolutely tantalizing. Now, it's not done.
There you go. Not quite done. There we go. Yeah.
That's nice. Then you just need lots of napkins and a good appetite after something like that, huh?
Yeah, a little cilantro, exactly. Yeah, so Doug really wanted to take the Baja taco, do his variation on it, and I think it's turned out beautifully. I've eaten a few of these over the last few weeks since we've reopened. It's pretty hard not to, but yeah, they turned out great.
That's our Catchweight taco.
Oh, that looks fantastic. Now your truck is parked at Resurrection Spirits Distillery. So you also
That's right,
co-own
yeah.
that distillery. So what
do,
pairs well with your food, would you say?
That's a great question too. So we do a lot of different house cocktails. We make our own spirits in house, a white rye, a gin, and all sorts of other spirits. We then base those all our cocktails on those spirits. So we've done some stuff with really fresh fruit, seasonal stuff. Right now we've got a dill Collins on the menu, which has jalapeno, cucumber, and fresh dill in tall Collins glass, which I think pairs beautifully with really any of these dishes. But we've got a whole bunch of different summery drinks that we're doing right now to pair with it.
Catchweight. We know where to find you, Brian. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gloria. I really appreciate it.